My brothers and sisters, what is going on? Steel Sermon in the house on this Friday night with another video for you guys. And as I always say, if you're interested in the channel, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. Links are posted in the box below. So I don't really know if this is really my place or not because I'm a Steeler fan, but I just want to come on here and throw in my opinions on this. First and foremost, I want to sincerely send my prayers out to Tua Tagovailoa. In case you guys don't know what happened last night, he took a sack against the Bengals, and it was pretty gruesome. You know, he landed on the back of his head, kind of like the same way that he did against the Bills. Only this time it looked a lot worse. And he lay on the ground for several minutes, and he even threw up some hand signs over his head like this when he was like all wobbly, trying to see if like he was like still conscious. But it was I didn't see the game last night, but it was hard to watch. You know, if you're a football, it don't matter who you're a fan of. You know, you could be a Steeler fan like myself. You could be a Patriots fan, a Bills fan, a Jets fan, whatever. You know, if you saw that injury last night, it was hard to watch. You know, or if you saw the replay of it like I did, you know, it was hard to watch because looking at it, you know, back at that Dolphins Bills game from last Sunday, Tua got whacked pretty hard by the Bills. He got pushed backwards. Whiplash effect made him fall on the back of his head. And he tried to run back to the hurdle, but he fell down while he was doing it. I mean, that right there, you know, that ain't no body injury. That's a neurological problem right there. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like I have a whole lot of knowledge about neurological problems, but I do have experience with it because I myself am an epileptic. You know, so I have experience with neurological problems, but you know the thing is, I have to say I'm very disappointed with Miami's medical staff and head coach Mike McDaniel. I'm very upset with them right now, and this should make you mad as an NFL fan. You don't even have to be a Dolphins fan. Like I said, it don't matter who you're a fan of. If you are a fan of the game, this should make you upset because it's just total incompetence and negligence by a professional medical staff and a professional coaching staff that is supposed to be honest and open about the conditions of their players. Now, like, it's one thing if Tua told McDaniel, hey, you know, I'm good to go, and McDaniel put him in. That's one thing. Now, if that's true, okay, if that's true about what happened with Tua, because he was able to go into the game last Sunday and finish up against the Bills, okay? I don't know the full story. The only people in the world that know the full story are Tua and the coaching staff and the medical staff. Those are the only people in the world that truly know what happened. But if that's true, and Tua told Mike McDaniel, I can play Thursday night, then that's on Tua. Because he should know how he is personally and how he feels and how he can perform. So if that's true, and Tua told McDaniel, I can play Thursday, then that's on Tua. Or if Tua did tell McDaniel, I can play Thursday, or no, wait, I just said that, I'm sorry. Or if McDaniel and the medical staff knew about the condition of Tua, they knew about his concussion protocol, they knew how he was feeling, and they knew that he probably shouldn't play Thursday given that he was only going to have 3 days rest, and the team was traveling from Florida to Cincinnati, then that right there is 100% on the medical staff and the coaching staff if that happened. Like I said, the only people in the world that know truly what happened are Tua, Mike McDaniel, and the Dolphins medical staff. Those are the only people in the world that truly know what happened. But if that's true, and McDaniel and the medical staff knew, to his condition, and they were either lying to him saying, yeah, you can play Thursday, or they didn't know it fully, that is complete incompetence right there. And honestly, in my opinion, the Miami Dolphins medical staff, they ought to be embarrassed and they ought to be ashamed. This is grounds for not only firing, but it could be grounds for criminal action out there. Because I don't mean to sound too dramatic. I know some people have said this, so I don't mean to sound too dramatic, but what if Tua died on the field? It could have happened given the condition that he was in, given that this was a neurological problem with him, and that he needed to be stretched out. He needed to be carried out of the field on a stretcher. What if he died on the field? That could go down as involuntary manslaughter right there. That could go down as attempted murder even. You know? That is just a beyond poor decision right there by the coaching staff if they allowed Tua to play knowing his condition. And if Tua knew that he wasn't 100% good to go and he still told the coach, yeah, I can go out there and play, then that's just really poor judgment by Tua, and I hope he learned his lesson. Not saying he deserves the injury. Please don't misconstrue what I'm saying, okay? Because if there's any fan base that knows how devastating a potential life-changing injury can be, it should be Steeler fans, given what happened to Ryan Shazier almost 5 years ago. Okay? So please don't misconstrue what I'm saying, okay? I'm praying for Tua. My heart goes out to him and his family. I pray that, he is able to come back onto the field healthy, fully, and he's able to pick up where he left off, and that the good Lord, shines his love and his grace down on him. He's able to heal and get better. I hope that for Tua. But what I am saying is if this was on Tua and he told McDaniel I can play Thursday, then boy, I hope you learned a hard lesson. If you are not feeling well and you know that you have a feeling that you should not play in a certain game and you should focus on your health, do it. Okay? I get that you want to lead your team to, being good. I get that you're the leader of the team and you're the quarterback of the team, okay? I disagree heavily a lot about what Colin Cowherd says, but there was something that he said back in the day that I do agree with, okay? When you're the quarterback of a football team, that's kind of like being the CEO of a company, all right? But here's the thing. I get that you're the leader. I get that you want to go out there and give it your all, and I get that you're a competitive person, Tua, and I admire that greatly. But here's the thing, buddy. Your health comes first. Okay? And Miami's medical staff, for trying to cover it up, and for lying about it, and especially if you didn't know about it, you're not doing your job, and you all should be fired, even put in jail. I mean, it's just complete incompetence. And honestly, if Tua doesn't ever want to play in the NFL again after this, I don't blame him one bit. Because like I said, this could be life-changing. What if he gets an injury like this again? He's done. No doubt about it. He's done if he gets another injury like this again. And it's a shame, too. He's 24 years old. He's still very young. 24 years old in his third season in the league. And we're talking about right now if he should continue his NFL career because of what happened last night. It really is sad. All because he plays for a franchise that has the worst medical staff in the league. Yes, I'm saying it. Miami has the worst medical staff in the league. And Mike McDaniel, I gave this guy so much credit over the past couple weeks, prepping up the team well, coming in with a good game plan, playing tough defense, being able to, elevate Tua to that next level. And now he pulls this kind of crap, knowing where his player, using poor judgment, very poor judgment, knowing that his player probably should not be playing with 3 days rest after what had happened in Buffalo. It's just inexcusable. It's unacceptable. And like I said, it don't matter what fan of a team you are, this should piss you off if you're an NFL fan, regardless of who you cheer for. If you hate the Dolphins or love them, if you hate Tua or love them, this should